Times, listen to my commands. Touch him up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
154 pounds, Erik Bazinyan.
But again, later in the fight, once Bazinyan in the beginning, and I believe that this fight, Bazinyan has a good jab. As you see, dividends, I believe, from Munguia.
There's a nice staff jab from Bazinyan.
As I alluded to in the lab. So I think it'll be a jabbing back.
He stops Munguia in his tracks with that stick.
Immediately going downstairs or attempting to.
Another
absolutely.
With the Canadian-based fighter.
I'm waiting on the fighter that's going to count.
Munguia, as an opposing fighter, you see a left hook from Munguia. But both being defensive responsible in terms of how quick they have to keep him at bay.
And the right hand as well.
The overhand
yeah. It's like, okay, you can call this name, say whatever you want to say. Right hand, there, like that. Right there, yep, right over the top. Munguia shot a jab and pulled out.
Bazinyan has two punches that can do damage against Munguia. Throw away jab sometimes that sets up the right, and you see a combination punch.
Drop that lead hand, and the right hand came right over the top.
Combination punch from Jaime Munguia.
What did I tell you early on? There, man, he's extremely technical. He knows what he's doing.
Shot there from Munguia.
He hurt him with that.
25 seconds here left and right. Needed by Bazinyan.
I love about Munguia. He's a risk taker.
Yep.
That's what I love.
And now you see a left hook from Bazinyan.
That was a good shot right there. He caught him as he was coming in, so he had his momentum.
And Tim, he lost his first fight and rattled off 109 consecutive. He was adamant in the corner and letting him.
One loss. Absolutely. 69 rounds under his belt.
Referee Thomas Taylor. Nice jab once again from Bazinyan. That's going to be his bread.
It's the longest weapon you have to the target.
His bread and butter tonight.
That is the bread and butter. That's how he's going to eat. The more you use it, it's going to set up the rest of your fight. That jab keeps your Munguia right there. He's trying to load that front leg. Lightly starting to take away that jab. Or he can dip underneath.
From one champion to another.
Absolutely. Solid. And exited. You see the level changes right there for him.
Erik Bazinyan was fighting Shaquille Finn.
And then drop it even more. Look for that left hook to land. He attempted.
By a different sanctioning body, WBC ranks Munguia Bazinyan main event. On May 4th, that same night. A nice jab from Bazinyan.
I think he knows when to turn it up, turn it on.
Nice line using his legs. Munguia lands a jab of his own, setting up a body shot. But good defensive posture with that right hand.
Gonna have to eventually cut that distance. I mean, still third round right now.
But you mentioned, Tim, it's starting to slip.
Left and right. He's going to have to come off of that, disguise that right hand or that left foot. Yeah, he is. But I like the head movement, the elusiveness of Munguia. Left foot.
Bazinyan taking a book out of Munguia's that dropped him in the fourth round against Canelo Alvarez. So earlier this round, and then Munguia sticking with the jab coming into this fight. They know what they're upstairs.
Oh, yeah, that uppercut attempt right there, he was being grazing blows and being blocked. However, you need to have more power.
You know what they're up against. And it's a chess match at a very high technical level.
His head back is kind of keeping him at bay a bit. Come behind that jab. I love the jab coming from Bazinyan. Yes.
There's a nice counter from Bazinyan.
It's the jab, baby. You can hit him with the right hand.
Danny, left side of the nose.
Let that right hand go.
I
don't think he was hurt, but he was a bit off.
As mentioned by referee Thomas Taylor. Or at least some inflammation.
There's two heavy shots coming from Bazinyan.
All right, the tension continues.
I think that Bazinyan is doing well in this technical battle. What Munguia, at the pace he wants to fight at, he slowed down Munguia. Munguia has yet to get into a fight. That will suit him. He landed that jab, yes, but what's coming behind it?
You know, they're going to eat some jabs like that.
Good jab.
But and he wants to follow it up. He says Munguia puts his head right.
Dipping underneath a lot of those shots right there to gain control.
Ramsey's happy with what Bazinyan's been doing.
To kind of take over the momentum of this fight because that jab of Bazinyan.
Right in that hole, and he's right there for an uppercut, for a right hand or left hook.
Saying is, he's staying within himself.
Yes.
You know, he's not letting the happy jab that he's able to connect on Jaime Munguia. Fans get to him. He's not allowing Munguia to bring him into a firefight.
He's trying to go telegraphing with his shots. He just shoots him right from the shoulders. He's trying to close that distance. Nice hook right there on the numbers together.
What I would do is disrupt them, bounce, disrupt them, had to reset.
Yep, and that's what's
right from Munguia,
and that's what's going on right now with with Munguia and Bazinyan.
Taught me about that. It was Bernard Hopkins. He said Tito Trinidad does bounce.
You gotta let those hands go. You can't allow him to tie you up. He knows how to maintain his distance really well. You know, you gotta tell him how to glue.
All right, Mark Kriegel was in the corner.
You know, start using that jab, doubling and tripling that jab to close the distance.
Bazinyan, Jaime Munguia is stronger, he's more powerful, he's a better.
And more than anything, it's his scorecard right now through 4.
Yeah, I mean, Bazinyan, he's using the jab again, but it's
place that's friendly to
nice right hand. It's
Munguia.
not power shots, man. You got to land those power shots.
Bazinyan as he chops down on Munguia. And the reality, Tim, you're coming to.
He's timing that bouncing now. And Munguia,
Not to make sure that there's no doubt. You don't want to go back to Canada saying, "Ooh, what a nice."
Well,
and he's burying his punches now, Tim.
Yes.
And that's a tribute to his work in the gym. When you're in there,
that's getting timed too by Bazinyan. Oh, uppercut up the middle. It doesn't look that way from what I'm watching. Good boxing right here. Just the legs. Have to do something to take that confidence away. He's gonna have to land something. Picking up his feet, changing position.
Tim, we talk
something
about
significant to hurt him, and it has to be downstairs.
Exactly what Bazinyan is doing. Nice combination again.
Right. That's not a good thing. And he comes up with that left hook and a right hand that follows.
Got to loosen up over the next 7 rounds of action here. When we look at Steve Morrow, Dennis O'Connell.
They're changing levels. You see the jab. He sees the jab comes out. He's moving his head.
There it is again. That left maybe dipped a little low. As David Sutherland. Are they appreciative of the come forward action by 20? Tactical and technical work of Bazinyan behind that jab. And there you see the body work of Munguia. The jab was non-existent through the first
crowd is space. You see he doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah. Some starts to shift towards Munguia. The Bazinyan jab. Nice combination there from Bazinyan.
Again, Munguia, this is exactly where he needs to be.
On the feints, Tim.
Gas out. This is his first time going 12 rounds. He's unsure to be able to land those body shots.
And now Bazinyan is biting on the feint. Nice 1-2, follows it up with a 3. And this is where Munguia, when he
feints, and again, he likes his space. He's a counterpuncher.
You start having trouble with the fighter out of Tijuana. Nice uppercut.
Something's gonna get through.
In this fight in favor of Munguia, already slowing down. Dips to the body first and then the right uppercut.
You can't predict where all those punches is coming.
You see that sets up shots over the top with the right hand. He's with
if you're not moving your head, or if you're not just closing the gap on them.
The legend commenting for Tele Azteca. He's with a high guard. Julio Cesar Chavez next to him is standing up a little bit outside of him. Super middleweight action here. And the chess match has now become a fight, Tim.
Second half.
I'm glad you decided to spend part of your evening with us.
Effectiveness by keeping Munguia outside. It somewhat provides momentary protection.
32 wins for Erik Bazinyan. Munguia 34.
He makes his opposition work so hard defensively, man, with his offense. Action while raising his percentage of winning rounds.
The Canelo fight instead of Big Bear. Nice liver shot there from Munguia.
Right hook, left hook. Bazinyan back against the rope.
I was with Freddie Roach at the Wild Card Gym before the Canelo.
A minute and 20 seconds left here in round number 7.
Affected me in the Canelo fight. I didn't have the same wind down the stretch.
Number 7, a long time for the Mexican fighter out of Tijuana.
And we saw that.
Oh, nice combination. You see Munguia now trying to recharge.
Good recovery from Bazinyan.
He feels that Bazinyan has recovered. He's not willing to take a chance.
Nice counter
left from that shows you that he's in tip-top shape. Bazinyan.
Yeah, Bazinyan woke up after those shots from Jaime Munguia hurt him.
Bazinyan is he here to fight. He's attempting to land something big.
And now he's coming back with a 1-2 straight shots. Make it 3.
Cover, yes.
After that salvo of punches.
Oh, don't worry. He's going to come back. Oh, right hand from Bazinyan. Even greater response from Bazinyan.
Nice. You're not going to steal this round from me. Great action. Jaime Munguia back in Big Bear for this fight, but from Bazinyan. Now another left hook from Jaime Munguia.
His legs blocked up a little bit right there. But man, he kind of hesitated with that right hand. Shot the jab out there. Bing. That small little hesitation.
Next round.
For the uppercut, had that lead hand down.
Hit him
and
with
then
his own
slapped him with that hook.
Starting to heat up here. That was snapped on Tuesday, but the action is hot.
And here's the shot right here by Bazinyan. And then he rolled it a little bit right there.
But the dream is another title fight. Hot here inside the ring with Jaime Munguia and Erik Bazinyan.
Munguia looking to set up that left hook. That's what he wants. He used that stab jab just a minute ago. That last round.
Nice body work from Munguia.
Good right hand from Bazinyan, coming right back. Just standing his ground, standing in position, ready to strike. Nice right hand. And he kind of hesitated with that as well. He didn't do anything special.
And he allowed Munguia to walk into it.
A 1-2 where it just comes out, boom, boom. It was like boom, boom.
That's a nice jab. Keep Munguia off
back,
of him.
and he's going to be a little disappointed because, ooh, good right hand.
Numbers from Munguia as Bazinyan uses his legs to get out of the way. Finishes up with a third left hand. Losing some of the steam on those punches. The difference,
but he's still letting them go, though.
The lack of...
You have to go down to that body.
Nice left-right combination. The lack of body work.
Oh,
another one.
Look at Munguia is gaining more and more steam as the rounds go on. In there. That's all he got. And Mark Ramsey wouldn't work with him if he didn't believe he had it. You have to be that way if you in Mark Ramsey's gym.
Yeah.
He got killed.
And he's let Munguia back in this fight.
That's a different angle, up top angle. This is some good back and forth action right there. Nice little jab right there. And Munguia right there, swivel jab. Munguia wasn't set, and he said, go ahead and take that with you on your way out. Again, he rolled with.
This is a great fight.
Nice counter right hand. That
76, 4 rounds apiece. What Bazinyan.
Munguia plus 600 on the ESPN Bet live money line. Landed body shots for Munguia compared to 9 for Bazinyan. And to that point in the fight, still looking fresh. Has quickness in his hands. Who's competitive in this fight as Mark alluded in his hands as he lands on the body of 6 through 8 rounds. That's going to be a crucial.
Moving back, trying to catch his wind.
That wind for the Canelo fight. Both fighters land right hands.
A layoff round for Munguia.
Yeah, and then you're going to get caught with 1-2.
A lot of knockouts occurred mid-range with right hands. Both men exchanging right second win in the 10th, 11th, and finish strong, possibly.
That was a nice stick from Munguia as Bazinyan landed a jab of his own. And this fight is competitive. Straight right from Jaime Munguia.
Yeah, again, both 50-50 exchanges right here. You see Bazinyan, he's attempting to still around, and he's bringing that pressure. And Bazinyan has went southpaw. Right hand at the same time. Bazinyan shoots that jab. He throws his right hand just slightly off the mark.
The first Mexican to beat Manny Pacquiao. A nice right hand now digging to the body is Jaime Munguia. The instructions were given. That man talks, you listen, and that's exactly what Munguia is doing here in round 10. The fighter who gave us that trilogy against Marco Antonio Barrera, a historic one. Sports Center coming up immediately after our top rank.
He has to do it safely because Bazinyan has to be respected. He got heavy hands.
Nice combination from Munguia.
Nice. Yeah. You see him how he set that up off that rotation, rolling underneath? Yeah, I didn't know Bazinyan had that in him. Usually he just covers up. No, that was a nice catching left hook. And then
that's a nice left.
He did
Upstairs, downstairs.
Aggressive this round, listening to his trainer.
Combination from Jaime Munguia. He's got Bazinyan on a defensive posture. The legs are not fully from Bazinyan.
Bazinyan right now, biting down, showing some grit right now.
And Jaime Munguia is
got a little space, and now he's coming back with his offense.
Blood, and when this shark smells blood, he goes for the finish. Oh, that's a buzz. Bazinyan is really out on his feet as Jaime Munguia. 3, 4, 5. Munguia sees that, and he goes after him with 40 seconds left here. Munguia has done it. He's on the tier in the 10th round. Left uppercut. Now he's cut, and he's done tonight. He passed a huge test against Erik Bazinyan. Bazinyan, who came in with resolve, who came in with skill, who came out with a beautiful shot that cut.